Storm basketball action. We'll begin with the starting lineups. First for the visitors on the scoreboard, the Franklin Simpson Wildcats. Starting at forward, number 3, Jesse Bell. Starting at guard, number 10, Tristan Lunsford. Starting at guard, number 11, Courtney Turner. Starting at guard, number 15, Tamia Logan. And starting at forward, number 42, Ocean Baker.
As Baxter will run it down in backcourt. She'll give it up to Ricard Hughes, and Hughes will bring it up for the Lady Storm. Lady Wildcats open in, it looks like a 2-1-2 possibly. Over on the left side it goes to Baxter. Baxter back out front to Eichert. Eichert dribbles around the arc, kicks it back out to the top, and Hardy puts up a 2 and banks it in. Full court pressure by the Lady Storm as Tristan breaks that pressure, gets it over to Beller, out front to Turner, back out to Tristan, and to the right side to Levin. Levin in the middle to Oshie. Oshie's jump shot rolls no good. Battle for the rebound, and Central comes away with it as Hardy out-wrestles Jesse for it. Eichert will bring it up again. Into front court she goes to the left side. Oh, double dribble. I think she saw her teammate fall down, and it threw her off her game a little bit.
Her teammate just tripped over one of our players and fell and went sliding across the floor there. And
Storm will drop back in a man-to-man defense, goes to the right side. Tristan all the way down, puts a scoop shot up, and she's fouled. And that will go against, I believe, Talena Hardy.
Saw the opening, and she took off, and she gets fouled. She's going to free throw line. We played exactly a minute. 2 for the Lady Storm, and Lady Cats at the free throw line.
Tristan puts the first one up, kicks off the back of the rim. She'll have another. Spins the basketball, puts it in the air, and that one rolls no good. And Turner gets a rebound for the Lady Cats, kicks it out to Beller in the lane. She puts a shot up. It rolls good. Jesse just muscled that one in.
Sure did.
And we're tied at 2 as Eichert will bring it up. Lady Cats get back. Good hustle by the Lady Cats. Turner comes out to take Eichert. Eichert to the left side, and Baxter. Baxter looks in the middle, back out front to Eichert. Eichert dribbles to the right side now, tries to get in the lane, can't do it, gets cut off, goes baseline, kicks it back out front to Medlin. Medlin in the corner to Eichert, and she'll bring it back out front and reset. Eichert still dribbling out front. Beller on her, but giving her plenty of space. Goes into the lane, spins, goes to the right side, got away maybe with a step. Turner runs the loose ball down in the corner, gets it off to Lunsford. Tristan up the floor, always looking up the floor when she's coming. In the middle to Baker, puts it up and in. Nice ball movement. And the Lady Cats take a 4-2 lead. 6 minutes to go in the first quarter as Eichert crosses the timeline. Left side it goes to Baxter. Baxter looks in the middle, back out front to Eichert. Eichert will come right side to Hughes. Hughes dribbles to the right side, gives it up to Hardy. Hardy looks in the middle, tries to drive between two, puts it up. It's no good. Baker just snatches that rebound. Good job by Oshie. Tristan into front court to the left side, and Levin back out front to Lunsford. To the right side, drives into the lane, kicks it out to Turner, back over to Baker, puts it up and in.
Nice.
Eichert will bring it across. Moves to the right side. In the corner it goes to Hughes. Hughes goes into the lane on a blocking foul on the Lady Cats. That one may be on Baker. And it is. Oshie picks up her first. Team's first. It'll be Storm ball out of bounds. It comes in to Medlin. Over to Hardy. In the middle to Eichert. Eichert from the lane. No good. Ball's tipped around. Taken by Baker. Off to Lunsford. Lady Cats trying to run. Lady Storm back to the left side and Levin back out front to Lunsford. Baseline to Jessie. She spins. She's going to be called for steps.
Yep, she did that.
Yep. And the turnover will give it to the Lady Storm. First substitute of the night is Taylor Moore in for the Storm. Also into the game is Kiara James. Hardy goes to the bench and Baxter goes to the bench.
Lady Cats up 6-2, 4:55 left in the first quarter.
I'm sorry, that's Hughes that went to the bench. Eichert handles the basketball. She moves into front court, gives it up to Moore. Moore puts up a jump shot, no good. Battle for the rebound, and Jesse just rips it out of the hands of Hardy off to Tristany. Tristany all the way down into the lane, pulls up, jump shot's on the way, in and out, no good. Battle for the rebound, and a jump ball is called. It'll stay with Franklin Simpson as they have to untangle, and I literally mean untangle. There were legs tied up in a knot.
In arms.
Turner will inbounds. Lady Cats lead at 6-2, 4:34 to go in the first. Comes into Jesse. Jesse jump shot up and in. Nice look by Courtney. Nice shot by Jesse. Eichert trying to push it down the floor. Turner on her. She gives it up to Moore. Shots up, no good. Battle for the rebound. Beller pulls it down. Off to Tristany. Lady Cats running. All the way down, bounce pass into Baker. She puts it up, no good. Gets her own rebound, puts it up, no good. Rebound this time goes to Medlin. And Eichert will bring it up. I don't believe they can run with us, James.
I think you're right.
Eichert to the top of the circle. Off to Moore. Moore into the lane, out to Hardy. Hardy holds the ball overhead, looks underneath, brings it back out to Eichert at the top of the circle. To the left side, it goes to James. James tries to penetrate, goes in, scoop shots up and good. Nice move by Kiara James, her first two. And it's an 8-4 game. Full court pressure again as Tristany will break that pressure. Into front court. They try to double team her. They can't catch her to double team her. Left side to Lovin. Lob over the head of the defense to Baker. She puts it up, no good. Gets her own rebound, puts it up, and in. Oshie Baker, 6 points. 10-4 with 3:22 to go in the first. This game, if this goes this fast, this long, this may catch them up in time. Eichert puts a shot up and got it. Her first basket, 10-6. Tristany is fouled by Medlin. That'll be her first, team's second.
Triple teamed her that time, and she went right between them and got away, and one lady backed off, and the other one fouled her.
Beller with the basketball. Comes into Turner. Medlin on her pretty tight. She gets it up to Tristany, and Tristany gets it down low to Lovin just inside the arc. No. Rebound, battle for Baker, just took it out of the hands.
Boy, she did. Wow.
I believe that was Medlin she stole it from. Eichert, again, bringing it up the floor, goes to the left side to James. James tries to get around Lovin, can't do it, still dribbling out front, gets double team, ball's loose, Baker steals it, down the floor to Beller. Jesse goes in for the layup, rolls off, no good. Rebound to Eichert. Eichert, left side, it goes to James. James to the top of the circle, and Hardy. Hardy will bring it out, and Coach Webb wants a timeout. It'll be a 30-second timeout. 2:23 to go in the first quarter. 12-6, Lady Wildcats and of a Lady Storm who had taken it. James into Eichert. Eichert looks around, now moves to the left side. Back into the ball game is Hardy. No, Hardy never has been out. That's James with the basketball. Cross courts it to Moore. Moore moves to the right side in the corner to Eichert. Looking at a three, drives the baseline, gets cut off, puts a shot up. It rolls no good. Ball is loose. Medlin comes down with it. Out front to James for a three. In and out, no good. Beller with the rebound this time off to Lunsford. And Tristany hustles it up the floor. She was right on the heels of the Storm. Beller from the free throw line. Got it.
Nice.
6 points for Beller, 8 points for Baker. The Lady Cats lead at 14-6. Medlin will inbounds. Eichert will bring it up. Coming up on a minute and a half in the first quarter as Eichert goes to the left side. Looked at James, but coach calls a different defense. James moves to the arc. They give her a long time to set up. She sets up, and Lunsford comes down with a rebound. Tristany beats two of them down the floor to the left side, underneath to Baker. Turner with the assist. Baker with the basket. It's 16-6 now. This is like a Greenwood game that they're playing rather than a Warren Central game that they play. Moore with the basketball, cross courts it to James. James goes inside the arc, comes back out, has it tipped by Turner off to Eichert. Eichert in the corner to Moore. Underneath to Medlin, and Baker has picked up her second foul. Oh, she didn't stop in time and ran up the trunk of Medlin. Oh, she's second, team second, and that'll bring Tiaja Prince into the ball game. Oshie will go to the bench. 55 seconds left as Eichert will put it in bounds under her own basket. It comes in to Hughes. Hughes drives, puts a shot up, and got it.
Very nice move.
Yeah, right back in the ball game and got a basket immediately. Tristany lobs down to Lovin. She runs it down in the corner, and she did. She just
turned it over.
And that wasn't Tamia's fault. She just couldn't quite get her feet under her after she ran the ball down.
Yeah, pass was over her head and just good hustle there.
Hughes brings it up this time. Goes to the right side to Baxter, who's back in the game. Back out front to Hughes. Hughes inside the arc, over in the corner to Eichert. She drives, kicks it out to Hughes. Hughes drives, gets cut off, gives it out to Medlin for three. No. Rebound. A jump ball is called.
Yep.
And that'll stay with the Storm.
Correct call.
Cece Carver off the bench for the Lady Wildcats, and Courtney will get a rest. 16-8, 21.8 seconds on the clock right now. As Eichert will inbounds it for the Lady Storm. Still looking. Comes in to Hughes, back out front to the right side. Bounce pass in the corner, goes off the hands of Eichert out of bounds. Lady Cats will get the basketball in backcourt with 16.1 seconds left. Storm will apply full court pressure. Courtney back in, Lovin out. Beller will inbounds it in the corner in backcourt. Comes into Tristany. She's trying to get past Hughes, does. Long pass down to the baseline, and Carver has the ball slapped away, taken by Eichert. 7 seconds. Eichert off to Hughes. Hughes drives in, and that's got to be a charging foul, isn't it?
Nope. It doesn't have to be. It should have been.
But it's called against Prince. That'll be her first, team's third. And Hughes goes to the line to shoot the first, well, no, not the first free throws of the game. First free throws for the Storm. Hughes' shot is up and good. Into the lineup for the first time is Madeline Toe. 2, 4, 5.
Yeah, somebody from back here stepped off.
Hughes back at the line, 16-9, 2.2 seconds. No good. Rebound to Beller, and Jesse will bring it up the floor. The quarter will come to a close. Lady Wildcats lead at 16-9 as we go to the second quarter. You're listening to WFKN Sports. Eichert. Turner will inbounds mid-front court now. Comes into Tristany. Man-to-man as Hughes comes out to take Tristany. Backs it out almost to midcourt. Now comes to the left side. Goes back to the right to Lovin. Lovin bounce pass to the baseline and Prince. Back out to Lovin. Lovin to the top of the circle in Lunsford. With Lovin on the right side. Looks underneath. Comes back to Lunsford. Lunsford puts it on the floor. Dribbles to the left side. Gives it up to Turner. Into Beller. Pass was like a rocket and went right off of Jessie's hands. Jessie pats her chest and says, "That's my fault."
Went right by her ear.
Yeah. Moore back into the ball game as Eichert brings it up. 16-9, 7.5 minutes to go in the half. Eichert to the left side to Moore. Moore back out front to Eichert. Eichert dribbles to the right side now, still dribbling. Dribbling out front, now reverses, comes back to the top of the circle. Over to Hughes on the left side. Hughes will bring it to the top of the circle, back to Eichert. Eichert directing traffic, trying to get Toe to move. Ball is loose on the floor, and a jump ball will be called. That one will go or stay with the Storm. Oshie will come back into the ball game now. I'm sure with Coach cautioning her that she has 2 fouls. She actually has only 2 fouls for the Lady Cats. Eichert will inbounds. Looking. Comes in deep to Hughes. Hughes to the left side. Eichert comes out front to take it, moves to the top of the circle, goes to the right side to Moore. Moore started to the baseline. Ball is loose. Picked up by Turner. Picked up by Baker, and Baker is fouled. Storm got a hand on it to slap it away, and Eichert picks up the foul. That'll be her first, team's third, and Oshie goes to the line to shoot 2. Had to wait for Tamia to tie her shoe. That's about how this ball game is going, running out of their shoes up and down the floor. Oshie's first left-hand shot is up and rolls good. Hardy back into the ball game, and for the first time, Atkins into the ball game. Beller back into the game after a brief rest, and Prince will go out. Oshie is back to the line for a second free throw. 17-9 the score. No good. Ball is run down by Hughes. And Hughes trots it up the floor. Lady Cats hustle back. Man-to-man defense by the Lady Cats to the right side and Moore. In the corner to Hardy. Hardy puts a shot up, in and out, no good. Turner with the rebound. Courtney lets everybody clear past her. Then she puts it on the floor, dribbles to the right side. Bounce pass underneath to Jessie. She spins, puts it up, rolls no good. Rebound goes to Hardy. That ball went 3/4 of the way down.
Did. That was tough luck.
Hardy gives it off to Eichert, and she'll bring it across. To the right side to Moore. Moore to the left side and Hughes. Hughes falls down. Ball is loose, and stepping in to tie it up. Who is that? Tristany? I can't see it. Yeah, it was Tris that tied it up. It'll be Franklin Simpson ball, mid-back court. Lady Cats really doing a good job of tying them up. Jessie slaps the basketball, comes in. Might have not been a good decision there.
Yeah.
Tried to go almost length of the floor, and the Storm come up with it as Eichert brings it across, gives it up to Hughes. Hughes tries to get in the lane, gets cut off. Back out to Eichert. She'll come to the top of the circle. 6 minutes to go in the quarter. Still dribbling, spins, goes in the lane, puts a running jump shot up. It bounces no good. Beller with a rebound for the Lady Wildcats. Off to Lunsford. Lunsford down to Baker, and she's pushed by Eichert, and that'll be Eichert's second. Don't know much about the Storm, but I'm going to suggest they can't afford to lose
He didn't
her.
didn't call a foul.
Oh, he didn't?
No.
Well, she fouled her.
I know. Can't write that one down.
No. Turner will inbounds it. Comes into Baker from the lane, gives it back out to Turner from the baseline. No good. Rebound to Hardy. Hardy off to Hughes. 17-9, 5:35 to go in the half as Hughes just walks it across. Comes to the right side to Moore. Moore on the right to Hardy. Hardy will drive baseline. Puts a shot up. Blocked. Ball's loose. Taken by Tristany. Tristany all the way down. Goes in for the layup. No good. Rebound goes to James, and she'll give it off to Hughes, and Hughes will bring it up. 2 layups just really tough luck for the Lady Cats. Hughes goes into the lane, kicks it out to Hardy. Hardy will put up a 3. Got it. Talena Hardy, 5 points for her. It's a 17-12 game. Lunsford dribbles right past Atkins, gets it over to Levin. Levin in the middle to Jesse. She goes up under the basket, puts it in. 8 points for Beller.
Money in the bank when they do that.
19-12. Hughes breathing hard as she walks it up, then breaks into a trot. Comes across the timeline. Coach Webb got a couple of reserves in there as Moore tries to get through. James tries to get through. It's stolen by Turner off to Tristany. Tristany all the way down. Bounce pass over to Beller. Puts it up and in. Lunsford gets the assist. Beller gets the basket. Nice ball movement.
Absolutely.
After Courtney got the steal.
Absolutely.
Hughes again. James, she's struggling to breathe. Moore with the basketball. Back out to Hughes. She'll back it out to the right side to Moore. Love. Good. Beller with the rebound for the Lady Wildcats. Off to Tristany. Coming up on the halfway mark of the second quarter, Tris cross courts it to Turner. Back to Beller from the free throw line. Jump shot. Got it. Jesse now has 12.
Biggest lead for the Lady Cats, 23-12. 3:52 left in the first half.
Hughes into front court. Dribbles, still dribbling out front to the left side. Off to James. James to the top of the circle to the right side, and Hardy. Hardy back to Hughes at the top of the circle. She tries to get in the lane. In the corner it goes to Moore. She'll put up a 3. It's no good. Battle for the rebound. It'll go off of Atkins to the Lady Wildcats. Medlin, Baxter, and Eichert back into the lineup for the Lady Storm. And I'll tell you, Hughes is thrilled to be getting this. She's got her hands up over her head right now, just trying her best to breathe.
Yep.
Turner with the basketball in backcourt, working against James. Bounce pass up to Lunsford, and she's going to be called for, stepped out of bounds. I thought she was going to be called for steps. Storm will get it mid-backcourt as Medlin will inbounds it to Eichert. Eichert dribbles out front, scoots to the left, off to James. James to the bench. She's called for steps.
Sure did. She did it.
23-12, 3:13 to go in the half. Jesse will inbounds, and the Storm pull back in the half-court defense. Looks like maybe a 2-3. Courtney just walks it up. Moves into front court. Goes baseline to Beller. Jesse shot from the baseline is no good. Ball goes off of Baker out of bounds to the Lady Storm.
Ball kind of hit the bottom of the rim and just went straight down, and no way anybody could get their hands on it. Just happened to bounce off of Lady Cats.
Prince into the lineup. Baker will go to the bench again. 2 early fouls on Oshie. Eichert to James at the top of the circle. James tries to go to the right side, gets cut off, gets it underneath the Harden. She puts it up, partially blocked by Beller. Off Prince with a rebound, off to Turner. Turner back out front to Lunsford. Lunsford to Levin. Levin dribbles to the left side. Back out to Lunsford on the right side now to Turner. Turner looks in the middle, gets it to Prince. Prince spins, gets it over to Jesse. She drives, puts a shot up, rolls no good. Ball is tipped out, taken by James. James in the lane, kicks it out to Baxter. Baxter spins, tries to get in the lane, has the ball slapped away from her, but she gets it to James. James still dribbling out front to the right side, gives it up to Baxter. Baxter tries to get in the lane again to Eichert. Eichert to the free throw line, back to Baxter. She'll put up a 3. It's going to be off, and the ball is kicked, and Hardy calls a timeout as she scoots across the floor. That'll be their second timeout of the half. And it's a 30-second timeout with 2 minutes exactly. We'll keep it here.
Third foul.
It will be Storm basketball under their own basket. They trail by 11. Eichert will inbounds it. Still looking, still looking. It comes in deep to James. James tried to get in the lane, does get in the lane, kicks it out to Hardy. Shots up, no good. Rebound to Prince, off to Tristan. I don't think that one hit anything. Tristan to the top of the circle, goes to the right side to Turner. Baseline to Beller. Back out front to Tristan to the top of the circle and Turner. Turner puts it on the floor, dribbling out front over to Tristan. Tristan looks underneath to Jesse from the free throw line. No. The ball's tipped again, and tipped out of bounds by Hardy, trying to tip it to a teammate. Hardy had the right plan, just too much of a slap. And Oshie will come in for the inbounds play with 1:29, I think, to go. A few bulbs out on the...
Yeah, 29 is correct.
Turner will inbounds. Looking. Comes into Tristan. To Baker from the free throw line is going to be short. And Hardy knocks it out of bounds again. Turner will inbounds from the other side of the goal now. Slaps the basketball. Lob in to Jesse. Baker picks it up, puts it up, no good. Rebound goes to Baxter. And the Storm will bring it up as Eichert has it. 1:14 to go in the half. Eichert dribbles to the right side, gives it up to Baxter. She walked with it. Or maybe she didn't because she didn't have control. Puts a shot up. It's no good. And a jump ball is called. It'll stay with the Storm. I actually thought they got the last one. I guess not.
I think we had one down here, I think.
Prince in, Oshie out. 1:05 to go in the half now as Eichert waits to inbounds it. All the substitutions are set, and we're set to go. Comes in to Medlin to Hardy for three. No. Rebound to Prince. Prince off to Turner. Under a minute to go. Turner over to Lunsford. Lunsford back top of the circle to Turner. Lady Cats may go for one here. Turner drives in, has it slapped away, gets it out to Lovin. Lovin will bring it back out front. She gives it to Lunsford. Back to Lovin. Back to Lunsford. She spins, goes to the right side, kicks it over to Prince. Prince gives it to Tristan. Tristan sees an opening, goes in the lane, puts it up. No good. Beller with the rebound, puts it up, and she's fouled. And that's going to be on Eichert, I believe. Yep. I get to mark that one. And that is the fourth team foul. Jessie goes to the line, her first appearance at the free throw line. She'll shoot two. First one's up. Got it. Doubled them up. 24-12, 31 seconds left. As Evan McCutcheon will come in, and Tristan will rest the last 31 seconds. Carver reports to the scores table. No good. Carver battling for the rebound. Ball is loose on the floor. They get it to Hardy. Hardy hustles it up the floor to Hughes. Hughes drives into the lane, puts a shot up, and Prince is going to be charged for the foul, and she got the worst end of the deal.
Yeah.
That's Prince's second, team's fourth, and Hughes will go to the line. She's 1 of 2 from the free throw line. She'll shoot 2 here. She has 3 points. First shot is up. Oh, hit the back of the rim like a brick and then fell through.
Didn't have any choice. It just stuck there.
Partinger into the lineup, and Prince will go to the bench. Prince with 2 fouls. Oshie with 2 fouls. Hughes' second free throw bounces and falls off. Beller with the rebound and a jump ball. That one will go to the Lady Wildcats. Jesse brought that one down.
Yep. See if Lady Cats can stop this last 18 seconds here and get them a basket at the end.
Turner working in the backcourt, working against Hughes. Slapped, out of bounds by Hardy. 11 seconds left. They'll go mid-back court, and Beller will inbounds it. Oshie back into the lineup, and Partinger will go to the bench.
Try to get a basket here.
Yep. 24-13, 11 seconds left. Jesse with the basketball. Comes in to Tristan. She spins, carries it into front court. 7 seconds left. Top of the circle, goes to the right side. All the way in for the layup, and she's fouled. Medlin, I believe.
2 seconds. That's the 6th team foul. And the second on her.
Lunsford will go to the line to shoot 2. Tristany's first shot, no good. Off to the left. McCutcheon and Partinger in. Tristany back at the line. Second free throw is up. Got that one. Lady Wildcats 25-13 with 2.2 seconds left. Lady Cats going to put some full court pressure. Partinger back at the other end at the free throw line. It comes into Medlin. Medlin drives just inside the halfway mark, puts it up, no good. Lady Cats go to the dressing room with a 12-point lead over the Lady. Medlin will inbounds for the Lady Storm. And for the Lady Storm, the starters again on the floor. That is Baxter, Eichert, Medlin, Hughes, and Hardy. And we're set to go. Medlin with the basketball into Eichert. Eichert in back court. Turner takes her, still in back court, now crosses into front court, goes to the right side, goes into the lane, puts a shot up. It rolls no good. Battle for it. Hughes comes out with it, falls down. Ball is loose on the floor, still loose. Tristany comes up with it. Tristany all the way down into the lane, puts a shot up. Rebound goes to Baxter and off to Hughes. Well, that was some action for you to open things up.
That amounted to nothing.
Eichert comes into front court, goes to the right side, kicks it out in the corner to Baxter. Baxter tries to come into the lane, can't do it. Ball goes off the foot of Hughes, picked up by Turner. Turner gets double teamed, gets it over to Tristany. Tristany back out front to Turner. And Turner gives it back up to Tristany, and Tristany dribbles out front, goes to the right side, off to Turner. Turner looks underneath. Oshie, they lob it into Oshie. She spins, puts it on the floor, kicks it out to Tristany. Bounce pass over to Lovin, under the basket, over to to Baker from the free throw line. No good. Battle for the rebound. Jesse comes up with it, puts it up, no good. Ball is loose on the floor, and it will be off of the Storm. It'll be Franklin Simpson ball. Beller battling under there.
Yeah, I couldn't see that official stand right between me and the action. I enjoyed your call.
Well, you'd have been proud. She was battling like crazy. Turner slaps the basketball, comes into Jesse. She gets double teamed, gets it out to Lovin. Lovin over to Lunsford on the left side to Turner. Turner for three. Got it.
Nice. That's the first three of the night, isn't it?
It is. For us, they have one. 28-13. Eichert with the basketball. They set a double pick. Baker comes out to take her. She goes to the right side, picks up her dribble. In the corner to Hughes. Hughes tries to go in the lane, kicks it out to Hardy. Hardy cross-courts it to Medlin. Medlin will put up a three. Got it. Her first points. Tristany dribbles past the defense, goes into front court, reverses, comes back to the right side now, gives it off to Turner. Turner puts it on the floor over to Lovin. Lovin to Beller. To the baseline, tried to get it to Baker, but it was picked up by Turner, over to Tristany, over to Baker, puts it up and in.
Finally, one of them fell for her. Nice assist.
13 points for Baker, 30-16 the score, 14-point lead. Eichert moves to the right, now reverses, comes back to the left, picks up her dribble, lobs it over to Hardy. Hardy sets up for a three, puts it up, it's short. Rebound goes to Hughes, she goes into the lane. Hughes forced the contact, gets the foul call.
Yep.
Tristany picks up her first. Team's first of the second half. Hughes will go to the line to shoot two. She has 4 points. She's 2 of 4. Make it 3 of 5 if she hits the first one. Moore will come in, and Baxter will go to the bench. Hughes back at the free throw line. Shot is up. No good. Rebound to Baker. She ripped it out of the hands of Hardy. Hardy actually could have been called for a foul there, possibly.
I don't like those kind of fouls. I think that was a good call.
Underneath to Baker. She spins, puts a shot up. It falls in. Nice assist to Beller. Baker gets the basket. 15 for her now. 32-17. 5:10 to go in the third. Coach changes the play over to the right side to Hughes. Hughes back top of the circle, almost stolen. Hardy with the basketball, almost stolen again. In the corner to Moore. Moore underneath to Hardy. Out front, stolen by Turner. Turner all the way down, puts it up, no good. Rebound to Tristany. She puts it up, bounces no good. Hughes clears. Coach Clark's about to have a heart attack over there. These layups that we're missing.
He finally just sat down.
Medlin to Hardy. Hardy in. Blocked by Beller. Taken by Beller. Off to Tristany. Oh, nice job by Lovin to let Tris know somebody was coming up behind her. Lobbying to Beller. But she puts it up, and Medlin will pick up the foul. That'll be her third, I believe. Jesse will go to the line to shoot 2, and that is 3 on Medlin.
Right.
First one, rolls good. 14 points for her. Moore, no, I'm sorry, that is Toe back in to relieve Medlin with 3 fouls, and James comes back in.
33-17, Lady Cats with 4:25 left in the third quarter.
Second free throw from Jesse, got that one. Eichert with the basketball. Goes to the top of the circle, right side to James. Working against Levin, drives the baseline, picks up her dribble, gets double teamed, throws it right into the hands of Beller, off to Lunsford. Good defense by the Lady Wildcats. Moore on Lunsford as Lunsford goes to the right, reverses, comes back to the left. Moore was still trying to catch up. Dribbles to the left side now. Off to Baker. Baker out front to Turner. Turner to the baseline and Jesse. Jesse back to Turner in the middle to Baker. She drives the lane, kicks it over to Beller on the baseline. She gets cut off out to Turner. Good ball movement again by the Lady Wildcats. Turner puts it on the floor, backs it back out. Goes to the right side, and ball is loose on the floor to Eichert. Eichert to the left side to James. James tries to get in the lane, kicks it out to Hardy. Hardy works top of the circle, goes to the right side, puts a jump shot up. It's no good. Ball is tipped around. Hardy gets her own rebound, puts it up. And if that's on Oshie, I don't see how on. That's on Oshie Baker. That'll be her third. Team's second. Coach Clark has called for a timeout. It will be a
Lady Cats doing pretty well with everything right now. Just got to keep it up.
Hardy back at the line. First free throw is good. Actually, that was her second free throw.
No, it was she only got one.
Turner with the basketball over to Lunsford, over to Levin. Levin bounce pass underneath the Beller, puts it up and in. Nice ball movement. They just couldn't catch up with the basketball. Hughes will trot it up at 3 minutes, 36-20. Hughes to the right side to James. James still dribbling, picks up her dribble now, looking for somebody to get it to. Hughes comes to the top of the circle, takes the pass over on the right side to James. She tries to drive in, and she's called for steps. Ran right into 2 defenders.
Yep. And I really like that call because call the walk on her instead of calling the foul on anybody.
Beller will inbounds mid-back court. Comes into Lunsford, working against Hughes. Tristany Goes to the right side. Picks up a dribble, goes in the middle to Jesse. Jesse puts it on the floor, kicks it back out to Lunsford. Jesse will come out, set the screen. Lunsford goes the other way. Out to Turner, back out to Jesse from the free throw line. In and out, no good. Prince with a rebound. Goes up, puts it up, no good. Prince with a rebound. Taken away from her by Toe. And she'll give it up to Hughes, and Hughes will bring it up. Hughes calls the offense as she comes to the left side to James. That was that was a delay. It was a right call, but it was a delayed call. Jesse picks up her first foul. Team's third.
Whacked her in the nose.
And into the lineup. Eichert returns to the lineup. James will go out along with Toe. Hughes will inbounds right in front of us. Inbounds to Eichert. Eichert goes to the top of the circle. Left side it comes to Hughes. Hughes will dribble to the top of the circle now. Into the lane. Runs over Prince. And that's going to be on Prince. That is her third. Team's fourth. And to the line, Hughes goes to shoot two. Hughes is 3 of 6 from the free throw line. First one kicks off the back of the rim. Lady Wildcats lead at 36-20 with 2:02 to go in the third quarter. Partinger will come in, and Prince will go to the bench with 3. Two of the Lady Cats with 3 fouls now, Baker and Prince, as Hughes will be back at the free throw line for her second. Shot is up. That one also no good. Rebound goes to Baker. Baker off to Tristany. Tristany splits the defense, has it slapped back at her, recovers it, gets it to Turner, back out front to Trist to the left side and Lovin. Lovin to the top of the circle in Lunsford, over to Lovin on the left side. To the top of the circle, and Turner to the right side to Baker. Goes to the free throw line, and she's called for steps.
And she did.
1:42 to go, 36-20 the score. Franklin Simpson, as Medlin will inbounds mid-backcourt to Eichert. Lady Wildcats staying in that 2-3 as Eichert crosses the timeline. Drifts to the left side, picks up her dribble, goes to Hughes, top of the circle to the right side, and Baxter in the corner. Baxter puts up a 3, didn't hit anything, right into the hands of Baker. Baker off to Lunsford. And Coach says slow it down as we're coming up on 1:20 in the third quarter. Tristany moves into front court to Baker on the right side. Baker to the Partinger at the top of the circle to 11. Back to Baker. Baker to Turner. Coming up on a minute as Turner backs it out now. Eichert on her to the right side and Baker. Baker dribbles to the top of the circle, gives it up to Tristany. Under a minute to go now. Lob over to Turner. Turner gets double teamed, puts it on the floor, brings it back out front to Lunsford. Tristany to Turner, down low to Baker. Partinger comes out to the top of the circle to take it. She gets double teamed, has it taken away from her. Medlin all the way down. Stops, kicks it out to Hughes. Over to Eichert. Eichert comes to the left side to Baxter. Baxter drives the baseline, gets cut off by Baker, has it slapped away, taken by Tristany. She towed that line all the way down, goes in for the layup, and it's good.
Nice. Wow.
Her third point, 38-20, 12 seconds left. Eichert trots it up the floor now. 7 seconds on the clock, comes to the left side to Baxter. Baxter puts it on the floor, goes back out to Eichert. Eichert goes to the right side, throws it up. It's no good. Quarter comes to a close. Lady Cats lead at 38-20 after 3. We'll be back. You're listening to Lady Wildcat Basketball on WFKN Sports. to Baker. To Lunsford over on the left side underneath, back to Turner. Out to Jesse. Out front to Lunsford. Lunsford working against Moore. Lunsford brings it to the top of the circle, goes to the right side to Turner. Down low to Baker. Baker puts it on the floor, brings it back out, gives it to Beller at the top of the circle, to the left side 11, to the baseline of Tristany. Underneath the Beller, she puts it up, and she's fouled. Hardy will pick up that foul.
And Coach Clark was very happy with that ball movement, Steve. That was a good job. And they ended up with a shot that Jesse got fouled on.
He called that on Eichard, and that'll be her fourth. Jesse gets the first one. She'll be back for another. That's 18 points for Beller. 7:36 to go in the ball game. Lady Wildcats has doubled them up again as Jesse gets both of them. It's 40-20. Tristany picks her up at half court. Goes to the right side. In the corner to Moore. Moore had trouble getting their handle on it. Slapped away by Lunsford. Off to Baker. Off to Lunsford. Bounce pass underneath. Slapped out of bounds. Tried to force it. I like the aggression, but sometimes it's better to slow it down just a little bit.
Yeah, she slipped around Jesse that time and slapped it out of bounds.
Hughes will come back in as Moore will go to the bench. Courtney waiting to inbounds it. Courtney has the basketball. Comes in baseline to Jesse. She pulls up. 6-footer on the way. No good. Baker gets the rebound. Brings it out to Lovin. To the top of the circle in Lunsford. Over on the left side to Turner. Back out to Lunsford. Trias calls the offense. Comes to Lovin on the right side. Puts it on the floor. Bounce pass in the corner to Beller. Jesse drives. Jump shots on the way. No good. Ball's tipped. Tipped again. Taken by Hughes. Lady Storm. Lady Cats beat the Lady Storm back down the floor. Hughes comes to the left side. Off to James. She might have gotten away with a walk there. Goes into the lane. Puts it up. And that was by Medlin. 5 points for Medlin. Tristany with the basketball over to Turner. Courtney brings it into front court. Spins, gets it back out front to Tristany. To Turner on the left side, back to Lunsford out front. Tristany direct in traffic as Beller takes it, goes low on the left side to Turner, back out to Lunsford. Back to Turner, baseline to Beller. Underneath the Baker, she spins, puts a shot up, no good. She gets a rebound, puts it up, no good. Gets a rebound. Kicks it out to Lunsford. To Lovin, back to Lunsford. She said, that's enough of that.
That's right.
Let somebody else shoot it. Turner with the basketball out front, coming up on the 6-minute mark. In the middle to Baker. Left side to Lovin. Out to Lunsford. Left side to Turner. In the middle to Baker. She spins, goes in for the layup, and she's fouled. I think Hardy got her that time.
Well, perhaps she will do better from the free throw line. Bless her heart, she had some really tough shooting luck there.
Called it on James. That is her first. Team's third of the second half. Oshie's shot. Short. Short into the left.
Mm-hmm.
Baxter back in, and James will go to the bench. Toe back in, and Medlin will go to the bench. Partinger in, and Jesse will get probably a brief rest. Oshie back at the line. Second free throw. Bounces. No good. Ball's loose on the floor. And a jump ball as Baker and Eichard tied up. And it will be Central's ball. Sometimes you have to go through the official, you know.
Got a little hurry there.
Hughes to the left side. Back to the top of the circle, and Eichert. Eichert dribbles to the right side now, gets cut off, kicks it out to Baker. Baker looking underneath, comes to the left side, and Hughes puts it on the floor. They're going to slow things down. Timeout. It's a full timeout to the Storm. Lady Cats lead at 40-22, 5:29 to go in the ball game. You're listening to WFKN Sports. Eichert inbounds to Hughes. Hughes dribbles to the top of the circle, comes to the left side. Now Eichert comes out to take it. Goes to the top of the circle, cuts back in, goes into the lane, kicks it out to Hughes. She drives the baseline, gets cut off, and she's fouled by Courtney. That is Courtney's first, team's fifth.
Got her hand on the ball, but also got a hand on the body there.
Hughes will shoot two. First one's up, kicks off the back of the rim.
5:15 left in the ball game. Lady Cats up 40-22 over the Hopkins County ladies.
Second free throw by Hughes is in the air. Got it. 6 points for her. Lunsford with the basketball. Lady Wildcats slowing things down a bit as Tristany walks it across.
That'll be a trap at midcourt.
Yep, to Baker. Over to Turner. To the baseline, and Beller puts it up and in.
That's how you break that press, isn't it?
So much for the press. Eichert will bring it up, 42-23, 4:52 to go in the ball game. Eichert, top of the circle. Over in the corner to Hughes. Hughes brings it back out front, gives it off to Eichert. Eichert comes to the left side this time, in the corner to Baxter. Baxter goes down, lost her footing. Tristany all the way down. Get it off to Turner, puts it up and in.
What a nice assist.
5 points for Courtney. Eichert trots it up this time, 44-23, 4:25 to go. As Eichert comes to the left side. Hughes goes to the top of the circle, takes a pass, now goes to the right side, often to Baxter, gives it back to Hughes under the basket. She spins, kicks it out to Toe. She'll put up the jump shot and got it. Her first basket of the night. Still trying to trap. Ball comes to Turner, and timeout Franklin Simpson. It's a 30-second timeout.
Good timeout there for Coach Clark. We got trapped on the sideline and
Comes into backcourt to Tristany. Hughes comes out, meets her at midcourt. Left side to Beller. Back out to Lunsford. Trist dribbles to the right side now. Sees that opening, goes in, gets cut off, gets double teamed, gets knocked down by Hughes. Hughes picks up her first. It'll be out of bounds to Franklin Simpson. Turner slaps the basketball, comes in to Baker. Oh, she nearly falls down, puts a jump shot up and got it. 17 points for Baker, 46-25, 3:40 to go. Right side to Hughes. Bounce pass in the middle to Hardy. Comes to the left side in the corner to Baxter for three. Misses everything, taken by Turner. Courtney will bring it up herself. 3:20 to go, 46-25 the score. Turner into front court. Goes to the left side now. Bounce pass over to Lovin. Tamia brings it to the top of the circle over to Tristany. Tristany reverses, goes to the right side, brings it back out to Lovin. Lovin to Turner. Turner to Beller. Beller brings it back out front, gives it up to Tristany. 2:58 to go. Lovin with the basketball out to Lunsford. Lunsford puts it on the floor. Count is on her. She goes to the left side. Off to the right side now to Baker. Baker to the top of the circle and Beller. Jessie drives in. Has the ball slapped out of her hands. 2:35 to go. Lady Cats used some clock on that trip down the floor. Eichert over the left side to Baxter. Back out to Toe into the lane. Bounce pass over to Hardy. Puts it up and in. That's the best ball movement the Storm have had all afternoon.
Yep, you're exactly right.
Turner with the basketball, working against Baxter. Spins. Goes into front court by Baxter. Bounce pass over to Beller. Jessie to the top of the circle and Tristany. 2:10 to go in the game. 46-27. Tristany still dribbling around the arc over to Turner on the left side. Turner bounce pass to the top of the circle to Beller on the right side, now to Lovin. Lovin to the top of the circle, and Lunsford, they'll move to the left side now with Turner with the basketball. Holds it over her head, working against Baxter. Gives it up to Lovin. Lovin will come to the right side and give it up to Lunsford. 1:45 to go. Tristany says, ow. Hughes picks up the foul. I don't know whether the official was reacting to the owl or if he saw something else. But
she got whacked pretty good.
And Coach Webb is tossing the towel as into the lineup will be Atkins, Moore, James. Lob in to Baker, and Atkins picks up that foul.
Oh, the back. Still not in the bonus. Or maybe we are. Nope.
No.
6.
Courtney will inbounds it with 1:42 to go. It comes in to Baker. Baker back to Courtney. Out front to Lovin. Lovin will put up a 3. No. And James with the rebound. James all the way down, trapped it on her thigh. Looking for somebody to get it to. Gets it underneath to Atkins. She puts it up no good. Rebound goes to Turner. Coming up on a minute 20. Tristany's walking it across as Carver and McCutcheon and Partinger report to the scorer's table. 1:10 to go. Beller with the basketball out front. Hannah Stevens into the lineup. 30-second timeout so that Franklin Simpson can get 5 new players in. It'll be Partinger, Carver, Trout. Coates with the basketball. And it comes into backcourt to Lauren Trout. Trout crosses the timeline, moves to the right side. Now picks up her dribble, goes left side to Carver. Carver, bounce pass underneath to Coates, back to Carver. Carver spins, puts a shot up, and got it.
Nice.
C.C. Carver into the scorebook. Nice assist from Coates. James to the top of the circle, backs it back out. Just inside the arc, puts a jump shot up, and got it. That's her 4th point. McCutcheon crosses the timeline at 35 seconds. Goes to the left side, off to Carver. Carver looking for Partinger underneath. Can't get it to her. Goes into the lane, puts a running jump shot up. It's no good. Rebound goes to Carver. Jump ball will stay with the Lady Wildcats. 24 seconds left. Carver will inbounds under her own basket. Comes into Partinger. She puts a shot up. Got it. Partinger's first basket. James hustles it up the floor, goes to the top of the circle, just inside the arc, holds the ball over her head, goes to the right side, and Stevens into the lane and threw it away off the hands of Stafford, who's also in the ball game. 8.9 seconds left. Lady Wildcats are going to record their 4th win of the season. Inbounds to McCutcheon. McCutcheon working against Stafford in backcourt. Crosses the timeline over to Partinger. Jump shots on the way. Got it. Partinger got the last 2 baskets of the ball game. Lady Wildcats win it 52-29 over the host Storm of Hopkins County Central. We'll be back with a wrap-up after these messages. You're listening to Lady Wildcat Basketball on WFKN Sports.
All right.
Okay.
How many do you need?